Hi, and welcome back to Thone's Psalms Nibbles, number 53. Who does good? This comes from Psalms 53, verses 1 through 6. The fool has said in his heart, "There is no God." They are corrupt and have done abominable iniquity. There is none who does good. God looks down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there are any who understand, who seek God. Every one of them has turned aside. They have together become corrupt. There is none who does good, no, not one. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread, and do not call upon God? They are in great fear where no fear was, for God has scattered the bones of them who encamps against you. You have put them to shame, because God has despised them. Oh, that the salvation of Israel should come out of Zion. When God brings back the captivity of his people, let Jacob rejoice and Israel be glad. So here we're talking about God's way, how God does things. So why is it in the Bible? To tell us and to point out to us how we compare it to God. And the communication is, who will save Israel? Application to my life. What do we say about a person who claims that God doesn't exist? According to this psalm, we say that person is a fool. Clearly, they do not understand who God is and what they are in comparison with him. This is because worldly people have convinced themselves that the only people who are successful are those who are corrupt. This is not true. For those who understand a little, they live in fear, admitting that there is a God, but not truly understanding his character. But the salvation of Israel comes from Zion. The return of the Israelite people to Zion causes Israel to celebrate and to rejoice. God says, "Worship me and none other." That's simple. I don't know how you can get that wrong, but so many do. My personal response: Lord, thank you, being the Lord who is just and merciful, understanding our weaknesses and forgiving them. And that's how we have to consider God. It's not that we're good. If we were good, then we wouldn't need a salvation. But what we are is we are saved by that salvation, and because God understands our weakness and forgives us. And that's, comes, the ability to do that forgiveness comes to Jesus through what he did on the cross and in resurrecting. So all of this fits together with the story of the Trinity. God sent Jesus to earth to earn our salvation for us by being perfect in a world that is imperfect. And then, if we accept that gift of salvation, then God sends the Holy Spirit deep into us, never to leave us. And those things together make forgiveness possible. We are forgiven by Jesus, and we work for the Lord and that which He is desirous of us living because of the Holy Spirit in us. So after a small sermon there, I'll see you next